Next topic, thoughts on the new Zelda game.
Ladies first.
Well, I wouldn't want to keep you waiting, would I?
I'm not a I'm not a Zelda aficionado. I've only played the first Zelda game I ever played was Four Swords, and like I didn't even own it. I just like they were selling it on the street, and they asked me, they said I could test it out to see if I liked it, and I played it for a little bit, and it was all right, but I didn't buy it. Um, Ocarina of Time and and that's it, honestly. Zelda.
What's your favorite one?
Oh, Link to the Past.
Okay, now what are your thoughts on the new Zelda? Breath of the Wild. Ganon's breath. Ah.
I don't know. Zelda never appealed to me. Like, don't. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's just it never, caught my attention.
It's not your cup of tea. But now it should because it has Monster Hunter things.
Ah, I'm tired of Monster Hunter. I'm done. I had fun on the PSPs and the Wii version, 3DS.
The 30th, don't even get me started. I don't know. I like where it's going as long as they keep it grim and no voice acting. I mean, I couldn't imagine Link talking.
What if it does have voice acting?
It does, but it's like the background noise. It's like
The background
the
noise.
fucking Borderlands, that girl who's always talking to you, and then she's guiding you, and then turns out it's a
Oh,
trap and all that. It's like that. I'd imagine so.
be kind of funny.
I mean, I've
Not
seen people say,
now.
"Oh, the frame rate looks nice," and I'm like, I don't know a damn thing about frame rate. And I'll tell you, as a casual Zelda fan, the game looks perfectly fine to me. The demo didn't have much into it.
Now the question on everyone's mind: when does this game take place?
I don't know. That's a good
Yes,
thing.
yes.
People think it's right after Skyward Sword because it looks just like that
Because
same
yeah, well,
ascendant.
you can't judge it on the graphics.
Because it looks just like the nigga from Skyward Sword.
It doesn't matter though.
They say he woke up and he's been in his sleeping chamber for 100 years. I'd imagine so, because it's now a post-apocalypse. Because I remember, I think it was Vine Sauce who was looking at the Zelda timeline when between Skyward Sword and what was it, Ocarina of Time, there was like an apocalypse of Ganon taking over and destroying the whole world. Yada yada yada. It might happen, but other than that, maybe Miyamoto doesn't know what he's doing with it.
Well, but you gotta remember though, they said Ganon's in it, but that he's not like a major character. He's just there.
Ganon can be in your party.
He's he's not he's not the real bad guy. So it, nobody knows when the game takes place. You just gotta play the game for yourself when it comes out.
Many change. What is it? You can. They said you can go straight to the final boss in this game. No dungeons, no temples. Yeah,
So
there are temples.
that means it's straight open world.
Yeah, straight open world. It's like what is it? Skyrim, Zelda Scrolls.
Zelda Scrolls.
That's exactly what it seems like to me. Hey, before you realize it, we'll see a crossover of Dark Souls and Zelda.
That sounds horrible.
Very horrible.
I feel bad for Link.
Hey, we saw Ganon.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 3. I don't know. I mean, pretty much everyone's always talking about the whole Zelda, where it comes out, the Wii U, the NX. I'll just wait for it.
I think it's
What
gonna come out on Wii U because it's called Zelda U.
could it ever be the next Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask? Who knows? But it's a Zelda game. I don't know. People always wanted a new Ocarina of Time, another game to replace it. Come in Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, and they do no better for some people's opinion, and we got Twilight Princess HD, which is probably the most
You know,
unnecessary thing in
you know what? You
existence.
know what would be funny if they were to say like make a new Ocarina of Time with the same exact story.
What?
Uh, you know how there's two timelines, one where Link beats Ganon and one where Link gets defeated by Ganon. Now imagine the third timeline. Link's about to deliver the final blow, but then stops and give Ganon's mercy and lets Ganon run away. Imagine that.
They elope.
Imagine that timeline.
They elope and run away from Zelda. And
I
then
started I started thinking about that.
same sex marriage is approved in Hyrule.
I started thinking about that. Like, what if Link like never even finished him off? What if Link saw that he was beaten and then just walked away with Zelda? That would be
So
fun.
if he does that, I guess that might have been the reason why he loses in the timeline because he probably spared him. He's like, "Oh, I see some good in you." Again, he's like, "Oh, thank you," but then he like punches him, and then he's like, "Ha ha ha! I stabbed you in the back,"
Yeah, but imagine though, like Link lets Ganon live, and then just like, and Link's alive at the same time.
and they
That'd be
become
funny.
best friends.
Become best friends. Goku and Vegeta
And then before
start out as bad guys, and then they become buddies.
watch out, Miyamoto might be hearing this. Yes, yes, more Zelda games.
I always wondered, like I was thinking this, like you said, there's a timeline where Link loses. What happens to Zelda when Link loses?
She gets raped.
Like, I know he wants the wisdom. I know he wants that, and to kill Link, he has to get the courage. He has to kill Link. So like, what happens to Zelda?
I guess she gets killed in order to get the wisdom. Or
Like, when I was thinking about that, I was like, oh man, he probably like rapes her or something. I don't know.
I'm telling you, bestiality is done in Hyrule. From the looks of it, their ears just say they mix blood with like creatures and whatnot. I don't know. That's all I can think for Zelda.